I'm going to jump right in and just ask what it was about Brina and Carmelo that really drew you into these characters.
I would say that his realism and being a true to life teenage boy that loves his father, loves his parents, loves the village that he's around. I love the aspect of him kind of like being a third parent to everybody in a sense. I feel like him, Brina, you know, Monica at most times are kind of like the most self-aware of the situation they're in. But I feel like him, like he's that guy that like takes a step out and like looks at everything that's happening. It's like, this is the family. I'll try the best I can to make sure everything goes smoothly. And I love that aspect while also juggling his life as a teenager. And I feel like being able to play that dynamic is such a treat for me.
Yeah. And I think for Brina, it's just I initially was just like, oh my goodness, I have to play her because I understand her. I know exactly like where she is mentally. I just felt that connection to her because there's so much more to Brina that meet than what meets the eye. Like so much more. I feel like people go into it initially, they're like, oh, know who she is. Up, she trying to get that man money. I know what she do. They think that. And then as the story progresses, the writers gave me such a gift in being able to tell the story that I felt from the start, and that she has so much going on. She's so smart. She makes her own money. She's doing all these things. And I feel like it brings so much more to the character and who she is instead of that like normal, story that you automatically expect of the gold digger. And she's just not that. There's so much more to her. That's my girl.
What I love about Brina is, usually we see the dynamic of the fiance and the ex-wife going at each other, and this one is they are family, they are together. What's that like to have this positive female relationship on screen? They're gonna have disagreements, but they get along.
Yeah, of course. Like, I feel like it's such a gift. Like, I in real life, I love Erica. I admire her. She's such a legend, so talented, and such a genuine person that I'm learning from in real life. And I feel like it bleeds into me playing Brina, and then the way Brina admires Monica and admires the powerhouse of a woman she is, that she was able to, keep Reggie afloat, create this whole lifestyle and this whole world, and still be who she is and hold on to her power in this environment. And I feel like Brina really admires that. And she wants, Monica to see her power and see what she brings and, appreciate her for more than what she thinks she is. And I feel like that unfolds and Monica starts to, and then it becomes this like beautiful, unlikely friendship. And Brina becomes very protective of her relationship with Monica as well.
And Jalen with Carmelo, we've got this father-son relationship that's quite tense because he's having to deal with what his dad did in the past.
Mhm.
What's that like having being able to be honest with him and go, well, I don't like having my last name sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more so like he loves his dad, right? And he loves his lineage. And I think he wouldn't give up being a Dinkins for the world. He loves being part of the Dinkins family. But I think it's more so of just him really expressing to his father how he feels. I feel like a lot of times he's probably had those times where he had to, make sure that his dad was okay. And sometimes, like as people, we do this and we put the ones that we love above us sometimes. So maybe like his dad really didn't understand the full scope of how he was feeling. And it wasn't more so of like, putting him down or ridiculing him for the things that he did, but more so just letting him know that it's not just you. It doesn't just affect you, it affects all of us, which is empowering because we're a team. And we're all fighting for that redemption. We're all fighting for that journey of self exploration together. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe between him and his father.
I love it. That's all the time I've got, but thank you so much.
Me
I've
too.
seen the first two episodes and adore them, so I can't wait for more.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank you
you. Have
so
a good
much.
one.